Hi, Kim West, the Sleep Lady, and in today's video blog, I'm going to answer Dominique's question. Here's what she wrote in. I'm a mother to twin boys who just turned 1 last week. My boys have co-slept with me and my husband pretty much since the very beginning. Bringing them into the bed with us was the only way we could ever get them to sleep for longer than 30 minutes, and at the time, that's what we did to keep our sanity. Now, a year later, we're still co-sleeping with them, and we know, however, that this sleeping arrangement must come to an end. It would be better for them and us if we transitioned them to their cribs. We just don't know how to tackle this. There are a number of layers to our issue. One is they don't go to sleep unless we rock them to sleep. 2, they're accustomed to falling asleep in our arms with a bedtime bottle. And 3, they're accustomed to falling asleep with a binky that mom and dad have to pop back into their mouths up to 4 times per night. Should I do this in stages? Should I first try to train them to go to sleep on their own, perhaps keeping them in the bed with me and my husband, but no longer rocking them, and then putting them to lie down next to us with their binkies and just offering patting and rubbing until they go to sleep? Then, should I try to get them to fall asleep on their own lying next to me without the binky to soothe themselves back to sleep during night wakenings without popping the binky back in? And after those skills are mastered, should I then move them to their respective cribs and work on getting them to stay asleep? Or would tackling the transition in stages set us up for failure and delay the inevitable? Should I just move them into their cribs, let them learn everything all at once? I'm truly at a loss. I am not a fan of the cry it out method, and I want to make this switch in the least traumatic way possible. It seems like a lot of change at one time for them. I'd welcome your suggestions and any thoughts you have on this matter. I wanted you all to hear all of the details of this because this actually is a really common question. And it is one of the reasons why I have so many articles on co-sleeping, and I have a whole chapter related to it in Goodnight Sleep Tight, not only for parents who want to continue to co-sleep, but parents who want to eventually end it. So I'm going to do my best to give Dominique a lot of helpful advice, and you too, but know that I have a lot more to say about this really big topic on my blog and in my book. So first things first, I want you to talk, Dominique, to your doctor about the bottle and what's your plan on weaning the bottle, or how long you want to keep it, to make sure that, because you do need to address the bedtime bottle and not having them eventually go to sleep with milk on their teeth. They want to have, their teeth brushed and then go to bed. And so I do think you're going to have to address the bottle and the binky at the same time. And then, before I tell you about how to do that, so let's go to the binky. So I want you to decide, are you going to keep it or not, right? So at 1, they usually have that pincher grasp to find it and put it in. Granted, it's harder in a bed. Lots of times I'll have a mom or dad put like a little rubber bowl in the bed with the pacifiers there, and you just show your child where the pacifier is, and then first you start by putting it in their hands when you're co-sleeping with them, and then eventually pointing to the bowl and say, there's your binky, or if there's one right around them, say, oh, it's right there, honey. And you're right, they're not going to be happy about that, because after all, you've been doing it for them, so they'll have to wake up a little bit more to find it. But again, that's the only way we can teach them how to put it in their mouths themselves. If you just say, nope, I want to get rid of the binky altogether, then we might as well do it at once and do it while you're also not having them being held with a bottle to sleep. So I do like your plan of co-sleeping with them first. I often will have a parent co-sleep with the child in their room. So you could either start it off co-sleeping in your room, or if their room where their cribs are has room for a bed for you to co-sleep with them for a little while, you're certainly welcome to do that. And then do exactly what you said, either with the binky, either you're going to, have them put the binky in themselves, or you're going to get rid of it. And then of course, no rocking or bottle to sleep. Stay with them, lie down with them, snuggle with them, spoon them, pat them, shush them, reassure them until they are asleep and they begin to learn and master that skill. And then usually I find about a week you want to do that for, sometimes less. And then finally you're into the crib. And then you do the shuffle, if you put the bed in their room, remove the bed, because I don't want you to sleep in the bed and then they're in the crib, because that tends to get them super upset. Like, how come you're sleeping there and I'm sleeping here? So, and not to mention, it's really easy to just pick them up and then kind of lie on the bed with them together and fall asleep. So remove the mattress and do the shuffle with them in the cribs at the same time. You can even start off with, one parent with one twin, one parent with the other, and then when you're in the middle of the room position, you just need one parent for that. And so again, I would do it in just 2 phases, so not 3 phases, 2 phases. So addressing bottle, rocking, binky, and co-sleep and do that, and then transition to the crib. Okay? All right, Dominique, good luck.